All right, here we go. Another installment of Monday Meals. Although this isn't much of a meal, it's really more of a science lesson and a quick, easy thing you can make. We're going to do some pickled eggs. Now, there's a lot of varieties of this and a lot of variations on it. You could do red beets, the kind of purple ones you sometimes see in the deli counter. This one is just going to be, basically what I'm going to show you to do is make a hard-boiled egg that is the easiest egg in the world to peel. Because through the use of science, we're going to make the egg essentially peel itself. Now, it's not a magic trick. You still have to take the shell off, but it basically falls off because of the science behind it. So behind me, right here, I have a pot of water sitting on the stove, getting ready to boil. And behind me on this side, I have a dozen eggs. Now, I understand that somebody is going to be having roadside eggs for sale. And I know that a lot of people who have chickens at home or, raise their own chickens have a surplus of eggs, more eggs than you know what to do with. And eggs don't last a long time. But if you pickle them like this, you could keep them in the refrigerator for, 2-3 weeks. I mean, some people claim you can keep them for months, although I don't trust that. Again, this is one of those things that in my house, if I make a dozen pickled eggs today on a Monday, by Friday they're probably gone because it's a nice, easy snack, healthy if you toss the yolk. I mean, we typically just eat the egg itself and get rid of the yolk. But sometimes, we could chop them up, make egg salad out of them, or lots of other variations. So I'm going to move over to the stove. Once the water starts boiling, I'm going to show you how to gently put the eggs in, and then I'll give you my recipe, which is essentially not a recipe, it's more of a set of procedures to follow the science experiment, and that is 7-4-5. So we boil them for 7 minutes, we turn them off and take them off the heat for 4 minutes and just let them sit in the water for 4 minutes. And then we shake the pot up like crazy and smash all the shells, and then you run them under incredibly cold water, douse them in ice, and that's where the science happens. So the inside part of the egg is going to contract because it's going to get colder. The outside of the egg, the shell, it can't really change. What happens is that inside part, as it gets colder, it squeezes in a little bit, leaves a tiny bit of space between the shell and the egg, and then because the shell is cracked, it just will fall right off, and I'll show you that. So I'm going to move over to the stove, get the water boiling, put the eggs in, and then we'll go with 7-4-5. 7 minutes in the water, 4 minutes just sitting on the stove without heat under it, and then 5 minutes in the ice bath. The water is boiling. You can see wisps of steam coming out of here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take off the lid, get the steam away from the camera, and I'm going to put in my eggs. Now, I'm using a slotted spoon here, and you can't just take the eggs and drop them into the pot, obviously, or they're going to crack. So 2 eggs at a time, put them on the slotted spoon. You could gently lower them down and let them rest on the bottom of the pot. 2 more eggs on the spoon. If you have a bigger spoon or a tool called a spider, you could use that and probably lower almost the entire batch of eggs in at once. And sometimes when I do this, I'll actually put the eggs in the water and turn the water on after the fact and bring it up to a boil that way. But for the sake of this, I wanted to make it a little bit faster, so I'm putting them in as the water's boiling. The trouble with that, and I'll show you this, is that if you have an egg with a tiny crack in it, and maybe you can see the one in there floating around, parts of the egg, because as soon as you put it in here, that the little bit of the shell is, it's going to start to expand because of science. We said when things get hot, they tend to expand a little bit. So what's happening here is that egg inside is already starting to cook and get a little bit bigger, and because of that, it cracks, the tiny little crack that was in the shell, it makes that crack a little bit bigger and parts of the egg leak out. Not a big deal. They're all in, they're safe. What I'm going to do now is set my timer for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, I'll turn the stove off, move this to a cool burner, and let it sit for 4 minutes. After the 4 minutes, I'll show you how I'm going to take them over to the sink, shake the pot up like crazy to crack all the shells, put them in the ice bath, and then I'll show you how easy they peel. Okay, so they boiled for 7 minutes. I took them off of the heat. You can see I moved them over to the other burner, and they've been sitting there for 4 minutes. Now I'm going to drain them into the sink. I'm going to run some really cold water over them, and I'll show you this whole part. And then I'm going to put some ice on them. Then they sit for 5 minutes, and then I'll show you the last part where the shells come off. So I'm going to use a kitchen towel here. Remember, this is boiling water, 212 degrees. Even though it's been off the heat, it's probably still 180, 190 degrees, and it will definitely burn you. So this is a part you need to be careful on. I don't want all that hot water going down my drain, so I'm going to run a little bit of cold with it so that it's not super hot boiling water gushing down the drain. Okay, now here's the fun part. In the same pot, you just give it a couple shakes. You want to crack all of those shells. And then we let cold water run all over them. This is where the science happens. As the cold water is running all over the eggs, the shell itself can't shrink that much, but the inside of the egg, the protein part of the egg white can shrink. So that part's going to shrivel a little bit, the shell's going to stay the same, and then the egg will just fall out of its shell, which you'll see. And it's important in this part too, to run water over the pot, because the metal also holds a lot of temperature in it. So the quicker you can get it cooled down, the better it's going to be. Every now and then I pour some water off also, because the eggs are still so hot, the water inside, even though it's cold water, the water inside is going to get warmed up from the egg. So every now and then I pour the water off, stir it around a little bit, and dump more off. All right, last part. Some ice cubes. I want that water as cold as I could possibly make it. So I'm going to dump in a tray of ice cubes, fill it with cold water, and then it's going to sit here for 5 more minutes. After that, I'll show you the eggs peel themselves. Okay, the 5 minutes are up, and this is not a parlor trick. This is science. You can see some of these eggs. I mean, there's still a little, still some ice cubes floating on there. So it's not like this was sitting here for a super long period of time. I did not disturb the eggs. I literally shook them up. You saw that. I poured the water off, rinsed them a little bit with some cold water to make sure the water in here now is cold, and it is. And then I dumped in some ice cubes. Now, where these eggs are going is they're going into this container. This is where the pickling will come in. And this is a cup of water, a cup of vinegar, so equal parts, 50-50 water and vinegar. You could do 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar. You can change that ratio if you don't like it sour. I love them sour, so that's why I do a cup of vinegar, a cup of water. There is a jalapeno in there chopped up and a little bit of garlic. Simple. And then you can see the eggs. I told you, they peel themselves. This egg is already peeled. There's no shell on it because the shell has broken up. So that one goes into the mix. Find one with a shell. You can see where it's all fractured here. Once you get it started, the egg comes out of the shell so easy. This whole idea of sitting here and picking off little flecks of shell for a long time, it doesn't happen. I mean, the eggs come right out of the shell. Now, this is one that probably had a crack in it when I was starting, because there's a little bit of a little crack in the egg there, but not a big deal. Still going to put it in. So I'm going to peel the rest of these up. Again, I'll show you one more here, how it comes off so easily. The shell comes right out, and then you can peel them. You can keep these. If you don't want to pickle them, you could just keep them in your refrigerator like this, as a hard-boiled egg, and it would be a good snack. Or if you're going to have egg salad, something like that. But the shells come right off because of science. I'm going to link a video down in the description of a science experiment doing the same thing that you can maybe try at home. But hopefully you'll give this a shot. As I said, I know one of you specifically is going to be having some extra eggs, maybe even for sale. So hopefully this will encourage you to try something new with your eggs, try a new recipe, and see if you like it. The beauty is you can try this with just a couple eggs, and if you don't like the pickled idea, you can always just, like I said, make egg salad. You could just eat the egg as a hard-boiled egg itself. You don't need to do the whole pickling thing, but this will save you a lot of time when it comes to peeling hard-boiled eggs. That was an entire dozen of eggs peeled in probably about a minute. If I was doing this without talking, I probably could have got it done in maybe less than a minute, because it's just a few seconds per egg. And again, here's another one that essentially peeled itself. That's it. An entire dozen of eggs peeled that fast due to science. Knowing that things, how science works and how things expand and contract due to hot and cold can certainly help you in the kitchen. Give it a shot. Let me know how you make out.